Instagram story updates. The rain keeps coming, and I think we have about 4 more hours. The wind is howling, and the water in my lake is rising at about, I think, an inch an hour. I've never seen it up to my shot before. Oh gosh. Uh-oh. Oh gosh. Relatively low winds, and currently Hurricane Ian is off the shore of Fort Myers. We've had to clear off the dock, boats, jet skis, they're put away. The trampoline is anchored down. Had to clear off all the outdoor furniture, pick up as many loose items. Like, you're just looking for things that can get blown away, and anywhere from 50 to 100 mile an hour winds. And if you've ever stuck your hand out the window driving down the road at 70 miles an hour, it's kind of tough to hold your hand there. Well, standing out in that is crazy. So it right now is Wednesday at about noon, and the storm is supposed to hit, or here it's projected, you never really exactly know, and so it's projected to hit here kind of about midnight. So we've got about 12 hours. Currently Naples, Fort Myers are getting smashed, so praying for everyone that's just been impacted by this. I know Cuba, Puerto Rico, all these places have been impacted, and hurricanes carry a lot of force. I lived in California. I've been through earthquakes, many, and that just happens. You don't know when they're coming. There's no warning, and all of a sudden it's there. I've been near tornadoes. I lived in St. Louis, Missouri, kind of the tornado alley. You don't really know when those are coming. Hurricanes, you have nearly a week, and there's a lot more anxiety, like the stress. So you try not to like get too stressed out about it, but you never really know when it's gonna hit. So you try to be prepared as best as you can, but you never know how hard it's gonna hit you. But here's what my yard looks like now. So try to keep you updated. Let's see what happens. It's the little things, like that bucket was not full very long ago. Okay, the ducks, they love it. Things are intensifying. The lake level has already come up. My yard, I'm standing in water, and the worst has yet to even get close. I emptied this yesterday, and also saw a basketball rolling around the yard. So looks like a good 6-7 inches of water, and the party hadn't even gotten started yet. This is bad. Oh man. We currently have a little reprieve from the rain because the eye wall is like just to the side of us, and it's been downgraded to a tropical storm. Okay, my lens is super fogged, but we had power all night. Our neighbors, they didn't. Our neighbors, they didn't. Somehow we still do. We had the air conditioning kicked way down so that if it went out, we would at least be cooled off. So it's like an ice box in our house right now, and my camera's super fogged up. Record high. I've been in this house for over 20 years. I've never seen the water come this high. And we've got a lot more rain coming. This is not good. So I just spun my truck around because I'm gonna start loading some of my tools. My new dock is underwater. So I've emptied out the important things. Oh gosh. You have to watch out for red ants because now they're seeking higher ground, which is generally where you're trying to walk. And if you've never been bit by a fire ant, I better not be out here, no joke. That just came down on my gym. Those branches just came down on my gym while I was standing out here doing a quick Instagram post. I'm like, this is kind of serious. It's honestly a little bit sad. I've been in this house for nearly 25 years, and this thing has gotten damp over the years, but I've never seen the lake do this. I'm looking at waves that are coming in and breaking it like over a foot. It's just stuff, you know? Well, we lost power. Honestly sketchy being out here right now. That fell down in the middle of one of my Instagram story updates. The rain keeps coming, and I think we have about 4 more hours. The wind is howling, and the water in my lake is rising at about, I think, an inch an hour. I've never seen it up to my shot before. Oh gosh. Uh-oh. Oh gosh. Okay. That just fell. I'm going inside. my shop is about to get flooded and things are serious. My neighbor's house has water at their front door, if not already in it. And yeah, my dock is underwater. So my shop is about to get wet. I've moved a lot of things out of it as much as I could, but I'm out of here. Then I went out to the stables to move hay for the horses, which are underwater. Not the horses, but the stables.
Shaun, I just don't want to drop it.
Drop what, the hay?
Yeah, so heavy.
And then those are those fire ants that I tell you about. If you haven't felt them, that's a lot. And that's just that part. Joke, this is probably one of the safest places to be, because right now falling branches, roofs ripping off is the most dangerous thing. Look at these flags! I want to get back to my house, but it's scary heading back that way. Going out for a neighborhood assessment. Oh my goodness. Oh, we walk from here. These are what you gotta really watch out for. They will eat you up, but the teamwork is amazing. But man, I don't like them. You don't want to tangle with them. This you gotta see. This is the big bucket. And when there was about 8 inches water, I thought it was a lot. And we ended up with this much. This much water. It's knee deep. Like Zach Brown says, knee deep in the water somewhere. I'm over this storm. Well, here we are the next morning, and I'm almost ecstatic because though I've got a lot of damage, like trees are down, part of my gym is broken, my dock is way underwater, like there is definitely a lot of cleanup. But the water never went into my shop. It got really close. It got right up to the foundation, but it never went inside, and so that's awesome. But my heart goes out not only to my neighbors, like water went into his house. There's so much water going through the canals. It's like a river out on our street. But I also have to say that I know people down in Southwest Florida just got absolutely demolished. So my thoughts, my prayers go out to those people, and I'm not trying to diminish by saying like, oh, my dock's underwater and my shop almost got a little wet. This is just my experience with this, and people have been asking me, so I am sharing my experience with Hurricane Ian. And yeah, I got some cleanup to do. So here's what happened on the fire ants. If you've ever carried hay, you know when it's like up against you, it's not comfortable. And I was almost bear hugging this stuff because it was soaking wet. And when I'm holding it, like I'm feeling all these pokes of what I thought was the hay against my body and my arm. And I was like, wow, it's uncomfortable, but it's all the same. And then when I put it down, I was like, these pokes aren't going away. And I look, and it was fire ants all over me. And now they're a bunch of white zits. So they're gonna continue to get bad. I've got random ones like on my legs and my other arm, but that was like the worst concentration. It was terrible. Well, if you guys don't already follow me on Instagram, maybe consider doing that, because I try to keep people updated there as well. And also, if you don't subscribe, maybe consider doing that and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm putting out videos of when I'm actually able to go do things on the lake and traveling around the country, around the world. If you have any questions or comments, put those below, and always appreciate it when you like and share. No matter what you're doing, whatever you're cleaning up, always enjoy your ride. Peace.